Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. What if the person everyone trusted the most turns out to be hiding something truly disturbing? A shocking confrontation exposes Megan's abusive behavior toward Will, leading to her dramatic arrest and leaving the entire street divided, stunned, and questioning everything they thought they knew. So this whole situation didn't just explode out of nowhere. It had been building quietly for weeks. At first, everything looked normal on the surface. Megan was still walking around like she had everything under control, calm, sweet, and completely convincing. But behind closed doors, something was seriously wrong. People started noticing changes in Will. This was a guy who used to be confident, easygoing, always present. But slowly, he became withdrawn, nervous, distant, like he was constantly on edge. And you know how it is. When something feels off, people notice, but they don't always understand it. Some thought he was just dealing with stress, maybe personal issues. Others had a feeling he was hiding something. But no one could quite put the pieces together. Meanwhile, Megan played her role perfectly. Anytime someone questioned Will's behavior, she had an answers ready. Calm explanations, soft tone, reassuring smile, it all made her seem believable. She basically controlled the narrative so well that most people didn't even think to doubt her. But cracks were starting to show, and a few people began to suspect that something deeper was going on. Now enter Keith. As a police officer, Keith isn't someone who ignores details. He watches, he listens, and most importantly, he notices the things others miss. And the more he observed Megan and Will, the more uncomfortable he became. There were moments that didn't sit right, like the way Will would tense up when Megan got close or how his voice would change around her. Small things, but they added up. Then there were the physical signs, bruises that didn't quite make sense, awkward explanations, conversations that suddenly stopped when someone walked in. It was like pieces of a puzzle slowly coming together, and the picture wasn't good. At first, Kit kept it to himself, and that makes sense. Accusing someone of abusive is serious. You don't just throw that out there without being sure. But as time went on, more information started surfacing. A close friend of Will hinted at something darker happening behind the scenes. Quiet rumors started spreading among a few people who trusted each other. And eventually Keith had seen enough. Everything finally comes to a head during one intense evening. What started as an argument between Megan and Will quickly spirals out of control. Voices rise, tempers flare, and before long, a crowd gathers. Because when drama hits the street, people are always watching. But this isn't just shouting anymore. Megan loses control. For the first time, people see a side of her they have never seen before. The calm, composed image she's been hiding behind. Gone, completely gone. Will tries to calm things down, but it's obvious. He's scared, not just uncomfortable, actually scared. And then comes the moment that changes everything. Megan grabs him aggressively. The crowd gasps, and just like that, the truth is out. No more guessing, no more doubt. What everyone just witnessed confirms exactly what Keith had been suspecting all along. And he doesn't wait. Keith steps in immediately, placing himself between them. You can feel the tension shift instantly. Megan turns her anger on him, demanding to know why he's interfering. But Keith stays calm, steady, completely in control. Then he drops the bomb. He reveals that he's been looking into this situation and has gathered enough evidence. And right there, in front of everyone, he announces that Megan is under arrest for abusing Will. Silence. For a moment, Megan looks completely shocked, like her entire world just collapsed in seconds. But that shock doesn't last long. It turns into anger. She starts denying everything, claiming it's all lies, that Will is somehow manipulating the situation, that Kate has it all wrong. But here's the problem. Everyone just saw what happened, and no amount of denial can erase that. As Kate moves to handcuff her, reality really hits. Megan, the woman who seemed untouchable, is no longer in control. Her carefully built image is completely shattered. She tries to resist, pulling away, refusing to accept what's happening. The crowd starts reacting. Some people are in disbelief. Others admit they had suspicions all along. It's chaotic, emotional, messy. And in the middle of all this, there's Will, quite shaken, processing everything. From him, this moment is overwhelming. It's terrifying, sure, but at the same time, it's freeing. The truth is finally out, and the control he's been living under is finally broken. Kid stays focused, doing everything by the book. He reads her rights, puts the cuffs on, and the sound, the click of the handcuffs just echoes through the street. It's one of those moments that everyone will remember. As Megan is led away, she keeps shouting, insisting she is innocent, claiming it's all some kind of setup. But honestly, at that point, it just highlights how far she's fallen from the person everyone thought she was. The entire street is left in shock, and afterward, the conversation doesn't stop. People are talking everywhere, trying to make sense of it. Some feel guilty for not noticing sooner, wondering if they could have helped Will earlier. Others angry, feeling betrayed by how long Megan managed to fool everyone. It also opens up a much deeper discussion, how something like this can stay hidden in plain sight, how someone can appear perfect on the outside while causing harm behind closed doors. For Will, the journey doesn't magically get easier. He's relieved, yes, but also unsure of what comes next. The emotional impact doesn't just disappear overnight. But the good thing is, people start rallying around him, supporting him, helping him reveal. Kid checks in on him too, and through their conversation, it becomes clear just how difficult it was for Will to speak up. Fear, manipulation, self-doubt, it all kept him silent for so long. Meanwhile, Megan's arrest became the center of debate. As more details come out, people begin to understand just how serious the situation really was. Some will try to find sympathy for Fear, wondering what led her down that path. But others are clear the focus should be on Will and what he went through. And just like that, everything changes. Because this wasn't just a shocking moment. It was a wake-up call for everyone. The situation completely shifts the community's perspective, exposing how easily abuse can be hidden and forcing everyone to confront uncomfortable truths. Honestly, this was tough to watch but also necessary because it shows that even the most convincing mask can hide something really serious underneath. So what do you think? Should people have noticed the signs earlier? Or was Megan just too convincing? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives like this.